What's up, everybody? Easy here from the DFS Whisperers, coming live with a NBA video. My bad for the delay, guys. Had a long work day pretty much this whole week. I gotta be working at like 4 a.m. Eastern, so videos might be coming out a little later, but let's go ahead and get into it. Let's make this one a quick and informative video. But shout out to Draft Dashboard. They sponsor a $20 giveaway on our channel. All you got to do is just get the homework out of the way. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. That automatically qualifies you in. Draft Dashboard is a dope DFS tool, my favorite tool to use. You get the position optimizer that breaks down all the little stats down to a T. You got the sleepers and studs, the player trends that show you different categories to gauge your roster construction, from who's ready to smash, who's ready to dud, the players playing a lot of minutes and stuff like that. You got the lineup optimizer that spits out all the fire lineups, and also the mass lineup generator if you like the max multi-enter like myself, and also the late swap optimizer, because like I told y'all in preseason, just because we get in the starting lineups early does not mean that you're not going to deal with GTD and BS NBA news. That's just the NBA for you. It sucks, but we just got to adapt. Then you got the cheat sheet for those of you that don't know how to do research, don't want to do research, or just don't have time to do research. NBA cheat sheet is here to save your life. From the top locks of the slate to the top mid-range, top value, top studs. You get all of that and our custom player pool, which you can find under your watch players, and hit that watch DFS Whisperers picks tab and all our players show up. You get all of that for $1 for your first 30 days if you click the link down below. Let's go ahead and get into it, guys. Off top, Ersan Ilyasova. If he continues to be 3-2, I will continue to roster him. Surprisingly, Cleveland have been decent so far against power forwards this year, but it's too early to call. As you can see, Ilyasova had one of his ceiling games against Cleveland, a 44. Also had a 25, 21, 18, and an 8. So in his last 5 versus Cleveland, he hasn't paid off that price tag only once. And this whole season that he's been 3-2, he's paid off the price tag every single slate. So Ersan Ilyasova, if you need the salary, he's always a no-brainer for me. In that same game, you also got George Hill, whom I actually like this slate too at 3,300. There's a lot of good sneaky value on this slate, like Mario Hezonja with Zach Collins hurt now. He's very, very interesting at 3,300 as well. Tim Frazier, with Reggie Jackson doubtful. You can always go to Tim Frazier. You never know when that double 40-point game is coming. So still, lots and lots of decent value on the slate. Up next, I like Marquise Chris, 3,200 as well. Marquise Chris, I just woke up feeling like this could be a Chris game. And you also got Eric Paschal, who is decent. I like the way he plays, and he's a defensive guy. And while Kevin Looney is still out, Paschal could, put up a 30-burger at any moment. Same with Amari Spellman as well. But I just feel like this is a Marquise Chris game. As you can see, he's had a 38 against Nola before, and also an 18, but that's Marquise Chris for you. He could get anything, and I just hope to God, just like Jaren Jackson, that he's not fouling. Because when he's not fouling, he can put up numbers in a hurry. And at 3,200 with no Kevon Looney, that just feels like a steal. He has a 96 dash ranking, 1.1 fantasy points per minute on the year. He's paid off this price tag 100% of the time this year, projecting for 38% ownership. Ilyasova was only projecting for 2% ownership right now. Kevin Love. Now this one's an interesting play because I marked it last night. I don't really know how much I like it this morning, but still, if it's one thing I used to say last season is you want bigs that can shoot versus Milwaukee, or just 3-point shooters, period, against Milwaukee. And Kevin Love fits both those bills for me. As you can see, he's at a 53 and a 38, 56 and a 41 so far this season, playing 33 and 35 minutes, I believe, the first 2 games. If Cleveland can somehow keep this game close, Kevin Love, man, he could break the slate at low ownership like he's done twice so far this year, projecting for absolutely no ownership. This year he's working at 1.4 fantasy points per minute, so the spot is good for Kevin Love right there. Up next, Brandon Ingram. Absolutely love the spot for Brandon Ingram going up against this Warrior team. Like I said, in earlier videos, Brandon Ingram's going to ball this year. Like, we're going to see a very, very new Brandon Ingram that, we all expected he could be, but he's going to show us that he is that guy. And at 7,500, the price is up there, but the usage is there. And if Drew Holiday is ruled out, he's almost, he's almost an auto lock for me, basically, in this spot. 63, 46, and 42 so far this year. I could just see Brandon Ingram putting up crazy numbers till Zion is back, and especially if Drew continues to miss, because you'll have the ball in his hands a lot more. Giannis Antetokounmpo, I just feel like I need to talk about him. Me personally, honestly, on big 11-game slates, I tend to play balanced lineups, but you can throw Giannis in one or two because we all know what Giannis can do. He could get it done in 3 quarters. I probably may have one Giannis lineup, but for the most part, I'd really be fading him. But if he's coming in like 20% ownership, that's all right. If I were to MME, I'd probably come slightly under the field. But yeah, if he was projecting for no ownership, then that would have been a different case, because you always want to play a stud that's projecting for no ownership. So I've heard a lot of blowout talk today. Already averaging 2.2 fantasy points per minute. He's absolutely just been crushing this year. But I like players like RJ Barrett, Dejounte Murray, Jamal Murray. You could go with like a full balanced lineup today with like one of those 9K, 8K studs or 2 of them, and have a really, really solid lineup. You got Elfrid Payton at 5,100 with no Dennis Smith Jr. today. It's a lot of good spots you can go to on this slate. So I'm going to keep breaking it down a little bit more. But if you need to get Giannis, or if you're playing 1 or 2 lineups, you can roll Giannis. But I feel like the need on this slate is not there to actually have Giannis on your lineup. Now watch him go for 90 because I said that. Up next, the last 2 are like my favorite plays on the slate, which is Westbrook and Trae Young. Last time Russell Westbrook was on the slate, if you came back for the comment section plays, I made an update saying that I just felt like Westbrook's going to beat Harden again, and that's exactly what happened. Like, in this spot, the more I look at this team, man, this team fits Russell Westbrook more than I thought, and he could average a triple-double again easily this year, especially when Harden starts shooting better. Because y'all think when Harden's going to be putting up those 80-point games, Westbrook wouldn't be right behind him at a lower price tag and possibly lower ownership too. Projecting for 35 right now, which is still not bad to me. For 11-game slate, that's a lot, but hey, the spot is good, and I like Westbrook a ton, and he's going up against OKC. You can always run a narrative right there. I just see Westbrook smashing this spot again. He's a 1.9 fantasy point per minute guy right now. Has hit value on every single slate so far, and he's projected for about 51, but I could see another 60 to 70 point game from Westbrook here. My guy Trae Young as well. The spot is tough, but as you can see, as the season went on, he started owning this Philly team. Now, of course, they got Josh Richardson and Horford on the team now, but still, I still like Trae, because Trae did mix up Josh Richardson in Miami last year too. 63, 59 in his last 2 against Philly, then had that 34 and 26 as well. I could see anywhere from another 60 burger from Trae in this spot, because he's balling right now. He's feeling it at home. The crowd's going to be wild, so just love the spot for Trae. He's averaging 1.8 fantasy points per minute today, and he's also only 11% projected, because like, people are not getting the memo still that Trae Young is balling right now, so I really like the spot for him. Excuse that. And yeah, these are all my picks for today, guys. Appreciate all the love per usual, and shout out to my Prizepicks. They're a dope DFS site. all you're doing is just picking over-unders on players. And, you could play 2, 3, or 4 players, project their over-unders, get them all right, and you can get up to 10x your money. Sign up to my Prizepicks using promo code WHISPER, or use the link down below, and you get 25% of your first deposit matched, and also a 2-player free prop worth $25. Once again, hit that like button, comment, subscribe, follow us on Twitter at DFS Whisperers, Instagram at the DFS Whisperers, and I'm going to see y'all tomorrow, man. Hopefully everybody gets a nice hefty bag, and I'm easy. I'm out.